You're listening to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast, and I wanted to bring you up to date. I'm covering the Shaw University women's softball team, and they started out in the CIAA Challenge. And as you can see here, just want to bring you up to date on the season, what's been happening, how it's all built up to the point we are. Started with Converse University. Lady Bears took a loss, and that was 0-9, 9 and they lost to Savannah State as well, 19-11. And Albany State took a loss there. Was 14-2, and then they played Clark. That was a battle. Again, that's back-to-back years that they battled Clark Atlanta, and I think they lost last year 14-3. Or excuse me, 4-3. But they took a loss in that arena as well. So as we walk through this, the Lady Bears have taken some losses. Now, why am I telling you this? For the fact that Coach Coop has to continue to coach through those losses. And you can see they had some postponement. They dealt with rain. And then they got over to St. Andrews, and they played a good ball game. That ball game they played on March the 12th, and the game was actually they lost that ball game just 7-6. Okay, so what did they do the next day? They turned it around, and they played St. Andrews again. And this is over at the Walnut Creek Softball Complex. This is in Raleigh, North Carolina. And fans, what I'm going to try to do is keep you up to date on when the games are. In case you do have time, we'd love to have you come out. We're going to be putting packages together that we can represent Shaw University. But they did bounce back, as you can see right here at the Walnut Creek Complex. Now, here's where it got really good for the Lady Bears. And this is after continuous losses. And, folks, this comes down to Coach Cooper keeping a mentality, keeping the girls working, letting them know that we are building something here. And as we continue to build, it's going to have you continue to keep working. And that's what it takes. You're going to start. You have to start somewhere. So here's what happened with the Lady Bears. They bounced right back against Mid-Atlantic Christian University, won that ball game 8-0. Okay, and they went back and did it again. Okay, so they picked up 2 quick wins. Now, we move forward. Elizabeth City, okay, they came in, tough ball club. They swing the bat pretty good. They went in, they took a loss 7-2. Okay, and then we had to bounce back again. And these were just a stretch. So these are stretches of games where we lost to Bluefield State 4-3. Now we're starting to hit the ball. We're losing to Lincoln 9-4. Okay, then we built this up to play Bowie, and we lost to Bowie. Okay, now here's the thing: Bowie didn't run over us. We lost to Bowie 5-0. Okay, 5-0. I mean, that's a ball game. Could have went either way, but we took the loss. Now, after those consecutive strings of losses, here's what the Lady Bears have done, and it's been very, very impressive. And this takes a mindset from Coach Cooper. I mean, Coach Cooper's coming from football. You're going to take losses, but you keep building and keep adding the bricks. Because once we build, we're not going to lay the foundation again. Right now, we're laying a foundation. But once we lay the foundation, Coach Coop, as we communicated, he's actually shared with me, he's trying to build from the ground up. So we went in there, and this is where it got really, really good, Virginia Union. Okay, and we bounced back, and after those losses, we went ahead and took a loss, okay, to Virginia State. Now, I mentioned Virginia State. I covered them earlier today. I mean, they're just off to a rocket ship start, but they're not too far ahead of us. And what do I mean by that? Each and every, in the game of softball, all the ladies compete, and it depends on who's going to be better that day. And when we looked at, okay, who was better that particular day, Virginia State was. And as Virginia State got better, we're going to see them again. But let me walk back to that game. I really want to walk back and show you, okay, on the Virginia Union game, because we got the box score up, and that was where the Shaw won. They beat Virginia Union 7-4. Okay, now you got Natia Truitt here. Okay, had a great game. Okay, looking at it, at 4 at-bats, scored 2 runs, 2 hits, and kind of got left on base. So that's high activity getting on there. Then Sahaya Marks, I'm telling you, she is hitting that ball so far and deep. She goes out there and gets 1 for 3, okay, but she scores 2 runs. And the speed, the Lady Bears have speed, and that's going to carry them, okay? But Sahaya Marks also came in 2 RBIs, okay? And you got to know, Sahaya Marks, I'm showing you right here, she's hitting home runs.
And this one was pressured by Jada White, okay? And by Miss White there, she went ahead and she took care of it. And then we also had a big bat come in, okay, by Virginia Allison, okay? And that was a big hit. Now, for stolen base, you got Natalia Trucci's taking bags, Sahaya Marks is taking bags, and Olivia and Crum is taking bags as well. And folks, please be patient with me. I'm doing my best on the pronunciations as I go along, and I meet the young ladies and talk to them. We'll get better if we're not 100% correct there. Now you get going, and you look at this and you say to yourself, okay, what happened in that ball game? Shaw won the ball game 7-4. Okay, 32 at bats. Okay, scored 7 runs, 9 hits. Okay, and that's a low level for the Lady Bears. The Lady Bears can get in there. As I was talking to Coach Coop, he says they can probably hit 15 hits a game. Okay, driving in 6 runs. Okay, it's very impressive. Okay, now here's where we got them beat. Now this is where I know we got every team beat is in our pitching. Okay, so when you get to our pitching is going to be better, okay, than the others that are on the field. It's just there's no way to outdo us in the pitching if our hitting catches up to the pitching. Now, who's doing all that and who's getting it done? You just have to know that Virginia Union, they beat us up pretty bad last year, okay? But to come back and get that victory, that's extremely, extremely important, okay? And these two here, when you look at Diamante Gatson, okay, and you look at Sahaya Marks, those are our pitchers. And these ladies here, I'm telling you, these days are, I haven't seen the previous of the Hall of Fame, okay? And I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but these two ladies have got to be knocking on the door because they're doing some outstanding softball right now. So the point I'm trying to make here is the Lady Bears are strong. The Lady Bears are growing. Coach Coop has them moving in the right direction, but it's a building blocks and it's a process. And anytime I take a look at a team and I see the team has taken 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive losses and to have it turned around, okay, to still have the ability to compete. That's what we want the Lady Bears to do. The Shaw Lady Bears is to compete. That's the college atmosphere. That's what we come to do. It's not whether or not you're going to win the game. That's going to take care of itself. But each and every time, Coach Coop wants the girls to compete. As long as you give the hardest and give it your all, he's willing to accept that. Now, the difference for that, what Coach Coop says, he says he all wants the ladies to give all the effort they have, and he'll carry all the mistakes. He says the mistakes belong to him, but the effort belongs to the young ladies, the Lady Bears. And this is the Shaw Lady Bears women's softball team, and we are going to have a fantastic future. I would say this season we're up on a rise, and everything's kind of coming together. So as we move forward, I always want to let you know, I'll keep you updated on the schedule. The weather's going to get nicer. You can bring your lawn chair out if you want to bring your cooler out, relax, and sit back and watch the Lady Bears. You're going to see a show. And this includes all alumni that we're here, and this program is building blocks in the right direction, and you're going to be amazed at what you see when they get done building. They have a lot of recruits coming in. The team's going to get bigger. The body's going to get bigger, and it's going to get very competitive on that field. And this is your University of Shaw Lady Bears softball, who are working and building to becoming the champion of the CIAA, and our next step is to become the champion of the NCAA. Okay? I'm Money Mike. It's a pleasure. I appreciate bringing it to you. This is brought to you by Coca-Cola. They're the ones that do the weekly reports. But we've got something special here, and I've seen champions built before, and each and every one of these Lady Bears are champions. And that is important, and we are going in the right direction. So I'll keep you updated on the schedule. You can always go over there and look on. If you want to look up and see what's going on, you can go over to Shaw University Softball, and it'll come right up for you, and it'll bring up the schedule, everything you need to know. And we look forward to seeing you. And I'm Money Mike. Mike Walker's my name. I'm from California, and I'll be coming down there to see these Lady Bears play soon, and I'm going to tell you we're going to catch fire. And I want you to be there so you can see it, because this is something nobody has seen before, okay? Nobody